Heavy ammo available. Double kill.
What's up, guys? It's Mr. Qualified here, coming to you out of Destiny, and as you can see behind me, Crimson Days are upon us. This is what we've been waiting for. Red flowers in the tower. But no, in all reality, it's brought a couple of cool things, and we're going to talk about it. So let's get into it. Crimson Days, we downloaded the update today, February 9th. And it introduced a week-long event called Crimson Doubles. Crimson Doubles is, in a nutshell, Trials of Osiris, minus 2 people in the game. You're 2 teams of 2 people. You fire team only. You team up with your best pal, your significant other, someone from LFG, whatever. Bungie never placed too much weight on who you bring in, so bring whoever you want. Have to have a fire team. You go in on a pretty diverse roster of maps. Use whatever weapons you like, as light advantages do not matter. And first 1 to 5 rounds wins. That's pretty cool. Minor or major, depending on your point of view. I mean, it's a pretty cool thing, I guess, is when your teammate goes down, if they die and they are waiting for a revive, you get the broken heart buff to your character, where you max out your armor and recovery and agility. You reload lightning fast, your guns handle faster, and you just turn into a beast. You run around, and it gives you an advantage going 1v2, because that's most of the time the situation you're going to get in, is your buddy tries to flank, he gets picked off, now you're in a position where you got to get to him, and that's a cool thing. Other than that, I mean, this is Trials minus a lot of the sweat. I've had a lot of fun with it. I broadcast on Twitch. This is a really, really great way for me to play with my viewers, and you jump in, you play 2 to 4 matches with someone, and say thanks, and team up with the next guy that wants to play with you, and you play with him for a couple of games. It's a lot more laid back than Trials is. There's not nearly the amount of pressure that Trials puts on you to perform at your best. It allows you to play around with some silly gun combinations. You want to run in there with a Necrochasm and a Vestian Dynasty and a sword, go for it, because, who's stopping you? Those of you that were smart enough to hold on to your coveted Year 1 treasures for legendaries are going to be thrilled with this. You got that Her Benevolence with unflinching short gaze, speed reload, and hidden hand. Go for it. You're going to dominate the sniper alleys in this game mode. There's nothing holding you back. So that's really cool. I like it. It's a lighter side to a competitive playlist. I enjoy that. It's been a lot of fun, just jumping in and messing around. I personally have been cycling through a bunch of different legendary primaries that I usually probably wouldn't use. And I've fallen in love all over again, personally, with the universal remote. I highly suggest picking that up, dusting it off out of the vault, and going ham on it. Because one of the big changes that Bungie made, that came out with Crimson Days, is in all 3v3 playlists, and by extension, this, even though it's technically 2v2, it is a version of Elimination, which is a 3v3. Your very first round of the game, you will not spawn in with any special ammo. That's kind of cool. I like it, because if you played Trials, you know that you spawn in, character looks all badass, slam a flag into the ground, and then what do? You run for the obvious choke point, pull out your sniper, and lay shots down range, hoping to hit somebody. That's basically it. It's 6 people trading sniper shots back and forth. Every once in a while you get one guy that goes rogue and he flanks with a shotty or a last word or whatever, but essentially I'd say probably 7 out of 10 games, my very first round of Trials is always a snipe out. And I don't know. I like the fact that I have, for the first time in a long time, gotten to see some primary weapon gun battles early on in the match. It's nice to go toe to toe with someone, you know, breaking out their thorn, and I got my doctrine, or you know, my you know, what else? My stranger's rifle, or whatever you want to use, and you break that out and you go toe to toe, and you're having fun. I mean, you got one person on the other team's standing in the back firing a Mida, next guy's creeping up on you with a last word, and how are you gonna do against that, and what are you gonna do to combat that? It's something you don't see a lot in these small game modes, because let's face it, in the current, for lack of a better word, meta of Destiny, snipers reign supreme. They do. A good sniper will outplay you at any range. Doesn't matter if it's on the exact opposite side of the map from where you are, or 5 feet in front of you. Someone who is exceptional with a sniper is going to outplay you, regardless of your loadout. So I like the fact that for at least the first 1 to 2 minutes of the game, I don't see that. Now, you guys are going to chime in, and I'm way ahead of you. Couple of drawbacks, couple of, for lack of a better word again, cheeses, I guess. Destiny does love, we do love our cheeses in Destiny, so to get around this, as you can see, I am currently taking advantage of one. I've seen lots of other people doing the same thing. First problem, the only problem I can see with this. One team wins the first round, and they scramble around, they pick up their special ammo, and if they are good enough, they will keep the other team off of special for the majority, if not all of the game. So that's a problem. Now, if you don't want this to happen, there's a couple of, like I said, cheeses that will help you out. You can do one of 3 things that I found personally. Spawn into round 1 with a sidearm equipped. You will spawn in with 2 clips, a clip and a half of ammo, and you play out your first round. If you die or you win while you are dead or transitioning between rounds, you switch to your favorite special weapon, and bam, 2 mags of ammo, easy. Then the other option, if you're a sniper, pull out your icebreaker. Starts regenerating ammo, round 1. It can res snipe. Got that little explosion thing. It's a nice balanced aim assist, a good scope. It's a great sniper. Any good sniper is going to be able to pull this thing out and wreck with it, and it's not going to matter if you pick up special or not, because it's going to regenerate its own ammo. You shotgunners out there, you got invective every 30 seconds, 4 rounds. All you got to do is stay alive for 30 seconds. You're guaranteed 4 rounds. If you make it all the way to the end, if you have a full-on stalemate, goes down to the wire, you're alive for the full 2 minutes of round 1. By the time that happens and that comes around, you're going to have 16 rounds of hot and spicy invective ammo waiting for you, ready to go, without picking up a single crate. So there is that. So yeah, I mean, it's, you give some stuff, you get some stuff. I'm not 100% for it, but I'm also not 100% against it. I mean, it's a cool addition. It changes the way you play. So there's that. I mean, and ultimately, though, that's it. Like, other than the only PvE update that we have received to this game in a long time, which is Nightfall rewards reduce the chance for ghost shells to be awarded from completing the weekly in favor of other rewards. Awesome. Nightfall rewards are fucking terrible. They have been for a while now. I've gotten more ghost shells than I can count. And frankly, I'm sick and tired of it. And I'm sure you guys are too. So this hopefully will improve your odds of getting, you know, that 1,000-yard with hidden hand, or, you know, whatever you're looking for. It at least gives you a little bit more of an edge than you had yesterday. So that's cool. I like it. Sadly, that is the only PvE change that they have made. So really, what is Crimson Days bringing to the table here? It's bringing 2 different ghost shells, a pink one that sparkles and a chocolate one that is like it's made out of chocolate. It's pretty funny. Both can drop up to 320. You get 2 shaders, you get an emblem, you get some hilarious emotes that you obviously have to buy. You get to play a pretty fun game type for 7 days. Like, what are we getting? What is it? Is this worth it? Are we giving up too much as the players? Are we not demanding enough out of Bungie? The fact that we've gone since November without a solid PvE update is a little unnerving. I don't know how I feel about it, guys. The verdict rendered is meh. So let me know what you guys think. Get back to me. Fill up the comment box. I want to hear. I want to know how you guys are feeling about Crimson Doubles and the loot and the fact that, you know, PvE is kind of pointless nowadays unless you want to grind the same stuff you've been grinding for over a year. I want to know. We'll see what the future holds for us, but until next time, stay classy, Guardians.